Welcome to Mike Ferry TV. It is the week of July 10th, and I want to say thank you for those that watched the last couple of weeks with Ron and Tony filling in for me, and I appreciate it a lot. Okay, today we're going to do something fun. Most of the time, our messages are directed right at you listing and selling real estate at the highest level possible, primarily on the listing side. Today, I had somebody send me a couple of weeks ago something that I've read through it a dozen times or more. I just think it's a great little series of thoughts. I want to share them with you today. It's called The 7 Rules for Life. And the first time I read them, I thought, well, they're a little bit too maybe psychological for Mike Ferry. They're maybe a little bit too out there for what I do for a living with you folks. But the more I read them and the more I tried to look at how could we transfer those into our business of listing and selling real estate, I found that they were not only enjoyable, informative, but also are things you and I can use daily. I want to go through with you the 7 rules for life. And now there's probably 500 rules for life. Maybe there's 5,000 rules for life. Maybe there's 500,000 rules, but these 7 I thought were cleverly done. Here's number 1. Make peace with your past so it doesn't disturb your future. What a great thought. Make peace with your past so it doesn't disturb your future. You know, as a real estate agent, there is a lot of negative things that take place in the course of a day, the week, a month, or a year. Some of those things that are a little negative are not very positive, they're not very supportive, they're very discouraging. And those things happen to all of us in all aspects of life. It doesn't matter whether you're married, single, whether you have children. There's going to be hiccups in relationships, hiccups in your business, there's going to be hiccups in your day-to-day life. It could be a minor accident, it could be a traffic jam keeping you from getting to an appointment on time. It could be forgetting what to say to a seller on a listing presentation. If you focus on the past, all you're going to do is repeat it. And I've said that for many, many years. So rule number 1 is great. Make peace with your past so it doesn't disturb your future. I read a great article by a very famous PGA Tour professional golfer. And he said one of the keys to success, if you're going to be a top flight athlete, in his case professional golfer, is when you have a bad hole in golf. When you walk off the green, you eliminate it, you forget it, and you move forward to the next great hole, the next great play, the next great shot. Forget your past. Rule number 2, what other people think of you is none of your business. I learned that a long time ago because, you know, everybody's always said that Mike Ferry is too controversial, Mike Ferry is too tough, Mike Ferry is this. I mean, there's still all sorts of things being said about me today. Here's the good news for you and I. I've been doing this for 42 years. I've lasted all the criticism that has been thrown at me. But the truth is, what any of you think of me really is none of my business. You have the right to think whatever you want to think. You have the right to say what you want to say. Now, obviously, within the confines of listing and selling property, you have to be very careful what you say, and you have to be careful what you think. Because what you think about is generally going to be what you actually do. So whatever you people are thinking of me or what other people think of you really is none of our business. Rule number 3, the only person in charge of your production and your results is you. I've said this for years. Look in the mirror and you get a clear picture of the person in charge of your life. Look in the mirror and look at the person that is keeping you from being a great agent. Look in the mirror and see the person that is assisting you in becoming such a great agent. Look in the mirror and see that powerful, productive listing agent looking back who knows what to say, what to do to make their business go forward. Because see, the truth is the only person in charge is you. It's not the economy. It's not the broker. It's not the office location. It's not the buyers and sellers. It's you and I and what we choose to do every day that makes all the difference in the world. Number 4, don't compare your life to others, as comparison is the thief of all joy in life. I guess probably 25 years ago at a Superstar retreat, I said the biggest challenge you face when you meet people that are very productive and doing a lot is to start comparing yourself and saying, well, gosh, if I could just be like that person, or if I could just be like this person. And you know, I've always said, you're a great person, you're a great agent as you are. Now, you may not have achieved the greatness you want to achieve, but you're a great salesperson, you're a great agent because you're developing, you're growing, you're maturing and becoming better. So to compare yourself to anybody else makes no sense. It'd be like me comparing myself to a famous PGA golfer. I mean, it's a nice thought, but it would be fantasy land from 100%. Quit comparing yourself and really take a look at who you are and what you can accomplish. Number 5, Time heals almost everything. Give it time. Time heals almost everything. And you know, that's really true. I tell brokers, you're going to love this if you're a broker, recruiting solves every problem you could have. I tell agents every day, prospecting can solve every problem you're ever going to have. If you don't allow yourself the time to learn how to do your job, you're really robbing yourself of your future, because time does heal almost everything. I mean, if you bang your hand and you get bruised, you know in a matter of a few days that bruise will start to dissipate and go away, okay? If you get hurt feelings for a minute and you're moving forward in life, those hurt feelings go away over time, okay? We can all heal mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially with time. Don't forget, you can get healed financially with time. Number 6, stop thinking so much as it's all right not to have all the answers. Our industry is interesting, and you know that as well as I do. We're an industry full of people that have to be number one, have to be right, have to be, you know, the person, the best. Watch, you don't have to be right all the time. I'm probably wrong as much as I'm right. Gunther Kloss, one of my mentors, said, you only have to be right 51% of the time and you're considered a genius. That means if you make 100 decisions and you're right 51 and wrong 49, you have a 2% spread. That 2% spread can make you a fortune in this business. We don't have to be right all the time. And then number 7, smile more as you don't own all the problems in the world. What do I tell people every day? Quit reading the newspaper, quit listening to the news, quit listening to all that negative crap that goes on in life, and start smiling. Watch, you're alive, you're excited, you're full of energy, you're moving forward, you're producing, you have a family, you have friends. You have a lot to smile about. You don't own all the problems of the world. Now, for those of you that, you know, have watched this little TV show for a long time, we've been doing it for years now. Very lucky to have millions and millions and millions of viewers over that time. And I get asked probably, I'm going to say once a month on average, can we advertise on Mike Ferry TV? And as you have noticed, we don't advertise on Mike Ferry TV. I mean, it's just a little educational program for you to lighten your day, to lighten your spirits, to give you more ideas to go out and be productive with. Hopefully you watch it once, 2, 3 times a week. But occasionally I will take a minute, like I'm going to do now, and just say to you that I hope that all of you are sure considering attending the Superstar Retreat in Las Vegas, August 1, 2, 3, and 4. Why? Well, first of all, we're doing 1 retreat this year instead of 2. We're not doing an East Coast retreat. The facility we've used is not available. So this year it's going to be 1 big retreat. The room holds 4,500 people. And from all appearances, we'll have it sold out probably within about 10 days. So we'll always sell extra seats because there's certain people that for some reason can't show up. If you're not one of the people attending, I want you to consider the following. On day 1, I'm going to spend most of the day on 40 separate ideas that I've put together on how to become a great listing agent. I'm not going to ask you to write them down. I'm just simply going to ask you to listen. They're pre-written in your workbook, so you can really learn. Days 2, 3, and 4, I'm going to do something fun. We're going to have 3 live listing presentations take place on stage at 1:45 each day. I want all of us to be able to view and see what do these agents say and do to make these listing presentations so great and to list so many properties, which they all do. That's worth its weight in gold. On days 3 and 4, we're going to present on stage 35 to 37 of the most common objections that a buyer and seller gives you. And we're going to give you the answers to those objections so you can specifically know what to say. It's one of the biggest hangups in real estate. And all the great agents will tell you their key to success, their ace in the hole, is they have the answers to objections. We're not going to ask you to write the answers down. We're going to videotape it. Every attendee is going to get a copy. And then also we're going to do something really fun. We're going to do what I'm going to call the Battle of the Ages. Twice I'm going to have 2 millennials, 30 or under, and 2 matures, say 65 to 70 to 80, on stage with me. And we're going to look at what they do differently and how they do it differently. The millennials are selling 1/3 as much as the matures. And these millennials are very, very successful. We would like you to attend, if you want to attend the retreat coming up in August, at the Bellagio Hotel, magnificent facility, 702-982-6260. 702-982-6260. Love to see you there. If not, I'll see you next Monday. Thanks for today.